everybody, welcome to my personal chill out time. I have some coffee. Let me just check if I got my sound settings right. Yeah, I did, and no weapons allowed because I was switching tabs. Anyways, people, welcome back to Bloodlines. I am doing kind of short streams because otherwise I would not get the stream at all. I kind of took a break today in doing my second job because, hey, I deserve entertainment too. Sometimes I just need to have a bit of me time, a bit of chill time, for maybe an hour and a half or so.
I don't have time for a monologue. Give me the bullet points of what you saw.
You sound really echoey for some reason. Everyone on board was massacred. There weren't any survivors.
And the Ankaran sarcophagus. What did you see?
Jesus Christ, what the heck's up with my... Let me just check if that's the game or... Yeah, that must be the game. There was blood all over the floor. You might want to go into a less echoey location, Sebastian. Handprints indicate it was opened from within.
Opened? Let's not jump to conclusions. Give me the manifest in your notes. I'll sort this mess later. You might have noticed when you came in, the parade of malingering mollycoddles filing out.
They're also known as your personal people and advisors, like... telling people that?
Those were the Primogen, this city's clan elders. A worrisome bunch devoted first and foremost to the security of their own skin.
Oh, and you're not.
Which is why they were here. It seems Alistair Grout, the Malkavian Primogen, has either forgotten how to answer his phone, or is missing. The Sabot's appearance has put the Primogen on edge. Grout's mansion is in the Hollywood Hills. I need you to pry Grout out of whatever crack he's crawled into, and have him contact us.
Certainly, is that all?
Yes. About Grout. As I said, Grout is the Malkavian Primogen. His behavior and home are eccentric, to say the least. He's developed a paranoid bent lately, so you may have to check under every bed in the place for him.
I intend to run through
when we
there.
hear from Grout, you may come back. Until then.
Goodbye. Goodbye, guy. Goodbye. I'm actually wondering, why does he send us on missions so bloody often? Like, does he have nobody? How did this society work before us? Because certainly he had somebody else. What else? Who else would he be sending if there weren't any of? Sheriff? Was his sheriff doing the house calls before I showed up? I feel like he should be paying me for this, honestly.
Somewhere.
Yep. We are going to Grout's mansion. Hello, Jade. I'm just doing a short stream of about an hour and a half because I need some free time. And Bloodlines is a nice place to have it. I was just in the neighborhood, really weird sounding nines.
No.
That wasn't a yes or no question.
You should get out of here. This place is bad news. Pardon me.
You have extreme echo. Huh? I have questions. My first question is, why is there a crest on the Malkavian Primogen's house? I never noticed it. But I mean, there's two moons. That looks kind of like a Ventru symbol. Two weapons crossed. A tri-thingy and blood in the middle. My game might just sound really weird today. I don't know why. Because the rest of my system sounds are fine, but currently I'm being oversensitive to the sound of leaves. And the trees rustling. I remember that like the newer version of an official patch added one of the missing soundtracks into here. Okay, we started from the Grouts Mansion thing because I want to do a very fast run. Honestly. But because she is here and we need blood, I'm just gonna be speeding past most of them. There's no point in sneaking through here. Oi! Why actually press the button? I want to actually go.
For my supernatural longevity, I'm thinking upon unfortunate phenomena
fuck off.
of unique interest to my station, both as a professional and as a sufferer of this vampiric
Not to Grout, not to you.
The stream of time has begun to erode
to the lady that was following me.
chosen course of study. For the methodologies that gave birth to psychology are slowly
always snack.
disappearing. I find myself in an era that overlooks the physical component of psychological pathology time and again in favor of the sophistic practices of Freud. Phrenology, dactopintilism, and the rest of the old guard has fallen by the wayside, its champions all silenced in death, with my unique exception. Would that I could make my voice heard again, although it may be suspicious should I return to popular medical discourse 50 years after my apparent death.
Yeah, that's perfectly normal.
No, better that I continue my studies into the psychoses in secret. One day, may I hold up my own cure as validation of the methods. I am confident no cure for my condition, or that of my beloved wife, lies within our figurative minds, waiting to be unlocked by the correct combination of memories recovered from our childhoods. And I'm most certain it has nothing to do with the relationship between myself, my parents, and my genitals. Sorry, Sigmund, but I choose to stay my course. In time, too, may your star fade and disappear.
It's kind of sad how Sound of Mind Grout sounded. And from Malkavian lore, apparently when it comes to taking ghouls, a lot of Malkavians end up ghouling like psychologists or nurses because they need help taking care of themselves, which makes me question if that was how Grout's sire even ended up in his facilities, because he was a psychologist before this.
Another unfortunate casualty to tide of time, insane asylums. I lament their loss not only as brokerage houses for the breadth and depth of human psychoses, but also I shall mourn the disappearance of that peculiar environment present only in an insane asylum. That palpable atmosphere of blistered brains and churning bowels, the odoriferous melange of freely flowing bodily humors, that gently rolling cacophony of distant sobs and screams, the muttered cursing at perceived enemies, and the blissful gurgling of the lobotomized.
I wanted to like run through here, but
babe discovering the
kind of
sky.
felt the need for some health at least.
I shall still find test subjects as surely as I find bloody sustenance in the night, but this climate, I fear, may never be replicated.
Fucking hell, this dude is so powerful that weapons just bounce off him. Oh, only you? Really? Well, lady. Thank you. Oh, fuck off. Not getting stuck
unfortunate casualty to tide of time
somewhere
insane
is a
asylums.
very good idea in here.
I lament their loss, not
Forgive
only
me.
as brokerage houses
Have
for the
places to
breadth
be.
and depth of human psychoses,
What?
but also I shall mourn the disappearance.
Wish that I could invest something into speed, and then I remember that I have fucking celerity. What the heck's wrong with me?
Hey, hold it!
Often I reflect with great regret on the missed opportunity
Okay.
that was my infector. Had
Often I regret.
back, I could have stopped the orderlies from locking her in the roaming pen. What I would give
The Roman pen.
few simple questions of the plague-ridden woman who met her end.
That dawn. Of course, there is no guarantee she would have been any more helpful than my current crop of test subjects.
It's just friggin'.
Mewling wretches. Few could be called enthusiastic. Given the nature of the tests, I cannot expect
Expect the same fervor from all, but a modicum of cooperation would be appreciated.
Perfect.
Animals.
Perfect.
The one called John went so far as to gnaw off his arm and escape into the floorboards.
The
like
one
some
called
feral
John.
rodent. I still hear him scurrying about at night. He must be making an atrocious.
Celerity is an awesome skill, and I should never forget having it, except that the doors open very slowly. Oh wow, yeah, all of you guys, get out through there. Let me go back in. Yeah, I think this is the way that I wanna go.
After decades of solitary study,
into this affliction. I have learned that it is by no means minor.
indeed, the city is home to an entire society of similarly afflicted individuals with whom I've only recently made contact. They
I
are
am currently
understandably
drinking blood in slow
standoffish
motion.
sort by and large, but I have been able to confirm with them that the condition is indeed vampirism, which apparently comes in a multitude of strains, each with a spectacular set of symptoms such as invisibility and even a sort of like...
And moving really fast.
Through numerous official interactions with the governing body of this secret society, I have concluded that their fundamental
Time to pull
understanding
these
of
keys in
vampiric
completely
condition
random
is
order
woefully
again.
lacking, and mired in suspicion and pseudo-religious dogma
Just
that make a Turk
fuck
all
solving
for
things.
fish. Indeed, they seemed impressed with my studies and the evidence with which I was able to present them. Apparently, the typical sufferer of my particular strain of vampirism
I always
is
solve
far
all of
from
these
the
puzzles by
vampire
just pulling everything.
fiendish. So impressed were they that they even offered me an office in their government, a rather high office by the sound of things. I believe I shall accept. If nothing else, it should provide a lofty vantage point from which to
I wanna
observe
click the
breadth
next
and
one before I go.
epidemiology of the affliction, so that I may move more expeditiously toward a cure. I have
There
accepted
we
the
go.
role of Primogen for Clan Malkavian.
Enjoy
a
your
dreadfully
Primogen
winsome
status.
label applied to the particular strain of vampirism I suffer, so named for some supposed vampire father figure of old. More poppycock grown from a backward culture that seems interminably drawn to children's tales and the fiction of Victorian romance, when it should concern itself with the science behind their suffering. No matter, for I have taken this office for no greater reason than to advance my research. I must make mention, however, that even among my would-be peers in this governing body of vampires, the level of paranoia and superstition is frightening.
Prout has
Their
a very
intelligence
weird
is
mansion.
not the question, no, indeed. As they courted me for this appointment, I had to suspect that their overtures were hand-tailored to what must be my obvious infatuation with reason, for the devil would do well to have such honey-tongued tempters. Even so, I could not help but notice the dressing of language these vampires...
Yes, it's just a normal thing to have. A death trap that's very easy to solve as well. You just pull whichever lever you can still approach. For a pretty death trap, if you ask me. Can I by any chance just unlock you? Because my lockpicking isn't that shit. Yeah, I can. I kind of want to check if there's anything else there. I think there isn't. Nothing important there. I am drinking so speedily that this dude is having troubles right now. Here. Bye. Okay, let's drop a save in here. Whoa! Fuck me, you got a drop on me there, buddy. Did not expect that. You asshole. Yeah, I know, right? From there, probably. Yeah. Route, what the fuck was even your mention? Like, this makes no sense, but like on an extra level. It extra don't make any sense. Poor dude, he looked very much different. He was just having a good time in here and then he ended up being eaten. That's not very nice. There's that whole like side section, so I could have technically got through. Not gonna start that because we're practically going to go through the door soon, and just like waiting there is a bit awkward. Play music at the spinny lady. Nice corset. I kind of like the cut of her skirt. It's kind of creepy to keep your dead wife inside a tube. Tubes are for babies. Do not quote me on that. Peace. If I remember correctly, there's like a surprising feeling that there's multiple ways through, but really there isn't. I kind of wish that I could just loot Grout's apartment. Apparently pulling the stakes set off a bomb. Ah, whoopsie daisy. I did not know that his body was mine.
By the flames!
I'm not Grout. You already killed him, you German.
Grout is dead? Pity it could not be by my hand. No matter. Soon your self-made kings and false prophets and all who bear the mark of the beast will be washed from the earth for the coming of the Lord.
I am pretty sure that your lord should be doing all the washing and not you.
Babble your native tongue in the pits of the abyss. I will not hear it anymore.
So you do not like English?
As you burn, tell them it was Grünfeld Bach who sent your damned soul to that lake of fire. All agents of Satan shall return to whence they came. Let this righteous display serve as a promise to all who serve the archfiend Lacroix. I'm coming for you, Lacroix. By the power of the Lord, I will cleanse your black soul.
Are you trying to flex on hell? That is very much a legitimate question, by the way. I wish I even knew how to get there. Come on. Oh. I feel like that dude teleported at me. Yep. Ouch indeed. I am wasting a lot more blood than I wanna waste. Because these friggin' maniacs keep on launching at me. Gotta go fast! I am going so fast that the window didn't know how to react. I smell like burnt cheese now. Ow! I could really do with a snack. I mean, probably smells better than burnt skin, just saying. Oh, god damn it! Prostitute, why do you have to look at me? I thought we had a good thing going. Really, you're just gonna stand there? And you're just gonna stand there. This trifecta of people taking a look over each other. Watching each other's back. You're continuing to go that way. God damn it, there's those masked people, I kind of forgot about them. It's okay, it's fine. This dude is still alive, we're all good.
Evening there. Something burning? Ooh, smells like someone burnt the burgers.
I am a very tasty burger. Can I see a LaCroix now?
Sure, I'll open her up for you.
Or LaCroix.
Go for one of them double-spaced burgers. I get some cheese, bacon, and guacamole.
Why did I press it down? I would like to go down, please. Into the pits of hell from whence I came.
The Primogens still haven't been contacted by Grout. I thought I made it clear that you were not supposed to come back until we had heard from him.
Would you like to hold the suns? We could do that. We could like light a lamp. We could all sit down next to some nice chairs. We could be like, Grout, are you with us?
Grout's dead. What?
Yeah, and this guy Bach set his house on fire and it kind of nearly killed me.
Bach! Every time I think he's lost the scent. So, Bach killed Grout to draw me out.
Bach didn't know that Grout was dead.
Bach is a hunter. They stalk and kill our kind to appease their god.
I hope that it's a very happy god.
Their so-called faith is nothing but a conduit through which they quench their killing urge. Who else would have killed Grout?
Is it worth pissing off LaCroix? Of course it's worth pissing off LaCroix if you let me finish.
Let you finish? With whom do you presume you're speaking?
My buddy Curl! I was just gonna add, I saw Nines there.
Look at me. Are you sure it was Nines Rodriguez? Because if it was, the consequences... Do you know where this might lead?
Okay,
Do
that
you really have any idea?
was highly unpleasant. I appear to have contracted a case of ghost flies. It's a bee. Legitimate bee. I feel bad for the... Kind of buzz around and I'll leave the window open when I go to sleep. Like ghost fly? Eh? Why don't you tell me, Captain Dramatic?
I'm glad you find this so amusing. I don't. And do you know why? It means... Under most circumstances, I would call a blood hunt on the murderer immediately. However, the anarchs of this city may interpret such an action to be a declaration of war.
I mean, I would.
I do not want a war with them. This decision will take some time. I need to confer with the Primogen on this. In the meantime, I've come to a decision on the Ankaran sarcophagus, and I believe that for the safety of the inhabitants of this
The
city...
bee is sitting inside my
we need to place
lamp.
the sarcophagus under Camarilla protection until its contents can be confirmed. This also is very important, so I need to call upon your skill once more. The Ankaran sarcophagus was quietly delivered to the Museum of Natural History a few hours ago. I would like you to bring it back here for safekeeping.
Gladly, but I ain't going there just yet.
The manifest from the Dane shows there was a small box from the same dig on board, but it was listed as missing. Keep an eye open for it. It may have been overlooked. It's crucial we get the sarcophagus in our possession within the next few hours.
Well, all these tasks have left me a little short on cash, my prince.
Yes, of course. Here. I can't have one of my representatives running around ill-equipped for that task.
This should permit me to more quickly bring the sarcophagus to you.
Here are the keys to the front door of the museum. The sarcophagus should be
I
in
saw
an
a bee and I
examination room of some
swear I
sort.
feel like I've
There's a
swallowed
small
it.
security staff on site, but I don't want a massacre.
I
Mortals are
definitely
just as easy
didn't.
to deceive as they are to
It
kill.
is still on my lamp. What can I even ask you?
One or two, but that's all.
How does Back know you?
My history with that family dates back to Bach's grandfather, who pursued me into Africa, where I killed him. Bach's father tracked me to London to meet his death. And now Bach and the Society of Leopold have followed me across America. They never learn.
The Society of Leopold?
Witch hunters. An anachronistic holdover from the Middle Ages. They are inquisitors, whose fanaticism has convinced them that their triumph over the supernatural will save mankind and secure them a cushy spot in heaven.
What's a blood hunt?
A blood hunt is a death sentence. When one commits a high crime against our society, a blood hunt may be called. It is then the responsibility of the city's kindred to bring the offender final death.
I'll be back. Actually, I am ready.
There is a degree of immediacy attached to this task. Work fast. And, as on the Dane, you are not to open the Ankaran sarcophagus for any reason.
Buzzing again.
Excuse me. Oh, and to show my appreciation for your dedicated service to me, I have secured you a haven nearby.
Oh, thank
In
you.
a Skyline apartment building. I hope it's to your liking.
Can Magoo move in too? That's so sweet. Good thinking. I am very concerned about the bee over my head. I am not very comfortable with this. Oh. I don't know how to get a bee out of my apartment. We'll just have to got it out. Okay. Bloodlines with bees. Both begin with a B. That's for sure. It climbed onto my wet towel. And then I was able to just quickly bring it through the window. It certainly got my heart going. I can tell you that. I want to check out the apartment because I know that there's like ghoul pole and everything. That direction as well. But as long as it was like around the light, I was like, oh yeah, I can take care of that later. But then it flew like directly overhead several times. And you hear it, and it's like directly inside your ear, and that's very uncomfortable. It's just the wrong way. Unless, of course, we want to talk with the homeless population, because that would help with the bear as well. Hi, lady.
What? Get away from me! Leave me alone!
I need to ask you about the sickness that has been plaguing the homeless.
Oh, you do? Well, I don't believe you. You're after my aluminum cans, aren't you? But you're not gonna get them. Just get away!
Lady, I can probably get more by prostituting myself than your aluminum cans will ever bring you. What, don't you remember me? I'm your friend from the homeless shelter. I'm the local prostitute, Becky.
Ah, okay. All I know is that old Tin Can Bill, he's been jabbering about some kind of monster that took him somewhere and got him sick. And that's all I know, okay? And that's all I'm saying.
Oh god, bees in the basement. That's also a lot of bees, I'm sorry. Did you get like somebody to help you remove that? Where is this Tin Can Bill?
Well, you can usually find him down in his alleyway, just across from that bar over there.
Thank you. See ya. I am now suspicious of my window. I mean, one thing if it's a fly, how the heck could a bee? Why? Hello.
Who's there, huh? Old Bill can't see too good these days.
Yeah, I
Is
don't
that
blame
Betty?
you.
I ain't got no booze tonight, so you may as well get the hell out of here.
It's not Betty, Bill. I heard that you can tell me why everyone is getting sick.
Yeah, I might be able to. But I'm awful thirsty tonight, miss. Could you spare $5 for a man who's been down on his luck?
Sure, I'll give it to you right after we talk.
Thank you much. I'm going to have to go pick up some hooch. For medicinal purposes, you know. Now, I know you ain't going to believe old Bill, because I've been telling my friends and the cops and everyone since it happened. And people just say that it's the hooch talking and nothing more.
It's alright, I believe you, Bill.
It was a monster, you see. A monster with his face all twisted and ugly, teeth longer than your finger, and these eyes, piss yellow and full of hate. I've never seen eyes like that before. Still giving me bad dreams.
That kind of sounds like a light shade of brown, honestly. What happened?
He grabbed me, threw me over his shoulder, took me to the bad place, the dark place. Oh, God, the smell. Worse than anything I've... And then he bit me. My neck. Oh, God, it was horrible. Don't remember too much after that. Blacked out and woke up here in my alley. Haven't been feeling too well since then.
Well, tell me where the monster took you.
Came up through the sewers, he did. Just around the corner there. Don't want to go back to the bad place, friend. Don't let the monster come back and take me there.
Thank you for the information. Time to crack your neck. It's really a bummer that I have to do this. Thank you for your sacrifice. It's just the way that they die as well, because this person died from like a standing position. I do need to get some blood back. The more blood I have, the better. I am amazed that it actually worked. Oh, hi, Mousy. I am not entirely sure that I should be drinking mice blood when we have concerns about epidemic and mice juice. No? Spread that shit quite well. I do have guns. With this character, my particular plan is this crossbow. But I might need to do some fast footsies. So I do want my blood up.
On your way down here, did you? Following the smell of entrails and rotting flesh. Looking for a free meal, little bloodsucker. There's meat galore in my kingdom.
Your eyeballs failed to load for a while there. Who the hell are you?
Brother Canker, they call me. High Lord in the disease.
Nice chest.
The dead. Look around you.
Also, do you get brain damage?
Bloated bodies, the maggot-riddled mortal shells.
This whole...
These are the signs. The coming
How
of
does
a new
undeath
age.
and your brain shape work? That's my question. Why are you feeding on the homeless?
They are the weak, sick, hopeless. I bring them a new purpose.
I mean, piercing is one thing. The thing that you can like see his brain matter on like one side, and then like I'm concerned about that. What the heck is going on right here? Because I am studying your brain case, so I actually am hearing zero of what you're saying to me.
Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle. The darkest.
It's not even the
dawn is
aesthetic, I'm just really concerned.
Join us in these last nights, spreading our disease upon the earth, sharing this unholy communion with our human herd.
You know there's like literally a bloodline? I think it was Lamius, but don't quote me on this, that spread the plague with their bite. So they kinda had to deal with that. So it's not like you can't be a plague bearer and still exist as a vampire. You just have to feed very carefully, normally from blood bags or, you know, by stabbing people rather than sucking blood directly from people or by killing people, really. You could have dropped your humanity and adapted a path. That was always an option. I hope you're not getting a sore throat from carrying that, though. What are you even talking about?
The doors have been opened, the seals broken, and the final steps into the abyss. The terrible mysteries of the Ninth Circle.
I don't know anything about this, but that's enough.
Come, join the disciples who have gathered here, floating in their own putrescence.
I mean,
I will
He lost his marbles and half his brain went away. It's okay. Nice squeak there. Come on. At me. Are you really trying to outrun a tornado with celerity, dude? I don't like when you teleport, though. Let me just... shooting in your general direction. You know what? Don't want to waste a whole shot for you. Thank you. Now, if only I got some humanity, really, because it's not the Masquerade, that's... yeah, it does work very well. I am not surprised. It was kind of bitch getting it. Because I got it from the dude from Foxy Boxes. But that's normally like Chinatown weapon, if I remember correctly. It's not used that often. It's just the fact that we got it. I was like, awesome, bros. That's very high level for us. And then there was crossbow ammo for it to purchase off Larry. I mean, it wouldn't work against all the targets very well, but because it's fire, it works against vampires really well. You know, if you haven't noticed it, we are one. That was an accident. Goddamn. Where is the even? There we go. Like, where is even the exit place? Well, I'm here. May as well grab a bit of dinner. Who's the winner? Chicken dinner. Now time to go to very pissed off anarchs going, you called the blood hunt on Nines, especially after we told Nines to go fuck themselves because the anarchs ain't gonna sponsor the arts. So of course we need the camera. It's very important. And then we got a blood hunt called the Nines, so you know they're gonna be twice as happy to see us. Like uber happy. Hello.
You measly fuck. You got a lot of nerve showing up here, Lynn.
Easy, Skelter.
You figured Nines. Said he killed a goddamn primitive.
I did what now?
It's a goddamn setup by the floor. Nines has been with us every minute of the past week. No way he could have been there, man. He was fucking brain. The question is, you hit him.
I don't really think he did it, it just looks that way.
I'm willing to believe you were a patsy in all this, but I'll be watching.
Where did Nines go?
Don't expect to see him until this bullshit is resolved.
Alright, settle down. Okay. Let's save, because this might be a bad idea. This is behind Skelter. So, do you just... Is that just what you do? Do you just stand here? I swear the bar lady changed. I mean, there used to be a barman.
Can't.
Plague Bear is dead.
Right on. Except we just did a second one over near the convention center. They're part of some doomsday cult, apparently. No telling how many there are, but it's open season on all these sick sons of bitches.
I have some questions.
Jack?
Smiling Jack?
Jack? Jack's Jack.
Jack's Jack, indeed.
There's not an anarch in the world who wouldn't stand in rockstar awe of Jack. Even the Camarilla doesn't mess with him.
Really? Had not a clue.
He's been around a long time. He used to be a pirate, so the rumor goes. Talk to Jack. He's never short on chat.
That rhymed.
Yeah?
I think I also annoyed him. Tell me about Nangs.
I think you better go. No one wants to talk about this right now.
Okay. It's like touchy subject. Touchy subject. Well, anyway, Paul the Ghoul is inside the same building as our apartment. I would absolutely... I almost popped celerity and then realized that I'm in the middle of the street and this would look friggin' ridiculous. Like, oh, don't mind me just going superhuman speed. Really normal. Okay, so this is closed. Trying to remember where the Larry's quest was. Not here. Might be around that corner. I actually want to be sneaky with the Larry's quest, but at the same time I invested quite a lot into sneak. That dude will see me. I'll wait it out. I don't want to come in there being blood short. I want to come in there blood full. Okay, that dude did not see me. Okay, time for some awkward crawling. Because this will be quite awkward. If there's one mission that I actually know how to do sneakily, it would probably be this one. Because I did do it sneakily a couple of times. With the other, which is the History Museum, where we're supposed to be going. I don't think I ever succeeded at doing that sneakily, but apparently, as long as you don't trigger the guards at all, like the first corner and shit. As long as you don't trigger the guards at all, less guards spawn in the second bit. So you can actually get to the places where you need to go. And then if you get underneath the camera, you can shoot it down, which I never knew.
Alright, so check this out. I'll try some shot. Yo, first one I see, I got slime we're working on. Yo, check it. Watch my back, stupid. Block who said these jokers ain't play. They don't give us the stuff. Pop up, you know?
I don't actually know where I'm going with this. I'm just climbing into each one like it's some sort of thing to collect. Okay, I went into this vent chute. Now let me just go into this vent chute instead. I mean, this one goes a whole level down, so I think it would be a correct one. now. And disengage. Thank you. The only thing that's kinda awkward with this one is right at the end where you kinda need to find a way to get friggin' suitcase without them seeing you.
It's like, what's the word? Nervous? No, it's forget it. Don't go telling Johnny I was nervous. I'm not nervous. Annoyed. Dick.
You are an annoyed dick, yes. Hope that you're not an anointed dick. Just an annoyed one. Don't mind me. Doing some chute climbing. I wish that I was little fish, but also that celerity would work on sneaking. I don't think it does, but I could do with sneaking faster. Bloody hell, I disengaged like right in front of them. I'm like, oh, this is normal. This is fine. But yeah, it's practically just like, go chute diving without any fear. And hope that you arrive somewhere where you wanted to. And not somewhere where you didn't want to. Like, currently, I've not a fucking clue where the shit I arrived. But, that was obviously the wrong way to do things. Do you guys, like, ever fuck off? Those two in particular. Alternatively, this dude. Sorry. Must go. Must go so that I may go. And everything's hunky-dory again. Like nothing ever happened. And they're just gonna be like, where's Paul? Where's Kale? I am not very great with people names. Not that the thug just said Karen. I was like, what? You discovered the fact that your buddies went missing or something? That's some very weird stuff to say. Oh!
It's taking so long.
I do have like 5 in sneaking at this point.
Last time I went down there, you ducked behind a car.
Gonna make it bigger because I just want to sneak from place to place.
Oh, yeah, right. You got shot and you didn't tell nobody. That's 'cause it got better. Damn, man. How come I gotta get stuck with you?
Getting shot got better. What are these conversations? Up. Be bad. There's a noisemaker behind those two dudes. But getting behind those two dudes are kind of suicidal. Like, you would think that if somebody threw a noisemaker from behind you, you would really pay attention to. Don't mind me! Traveling further down. You know what's funny? I mean, I know that I'm sneaky, but this dude really needs glasses. Because it's not like I'm using obfuscate. I am in plain sight. Oh. Hello, patrol. Two of you. Fuck me, these grates tend to get really hard to hold on to sometimes. I'm speaking like I am my character. By hold on to, I mean you kind of get stuck right at the end of it, and then you need to do a little hop. Maybe not disengage right in front of the patrol. That might be a very good idea. Just so many everybody in here.
Everyone on stands, right? Take the case halfway and wait for them to do the same. They want to see the money, but we can't let them. Because it's new a newspaper. Really?
I was literally in the way of an incoming patrol.
Everyone on stands, right? Take the case halfway and wait for them to do the same. They want to see the money, but we can't let them. Because it's new a newspaper. Really? Now why? Watch it smack. Starting again. Bring the case out halfway. When they want to see the money, you put it down in front of their guy. As soon as he reaches for it, you duck and grab his case. We'll be ready to open up on him. If you get hit.
Okay. Not do that.
Everyone on stands, right? Take the case halfway and wait.
Just want to see if there is enough time for me to make it before the... Nope. There isn't. I have to wait for them to do their thing, turn around and go back. Alternatively, dumb idea, but this is celerity sneaking a thing.
Everyone understands, right? Take the case halfway and wait for them to do the same.
The thing is, I'm not too sure who's seeing me. Is it the patrol or is it these dudes? Might have been those dudes. Really. I mean, celerity Sneaking, while it's not going any faster than normal, is definitely a thing. You know, in case you needed confirmation for that.
Any second now, either slit your roof, I'm going in shooting. Never know what hit him. Think they'll try something? Let's hope so.
Dirty sneaking. Don't see me. They are now engaged in a gang fight that has absolutely nothing to do with us. I think this is not necessarily a very favorable direction for us. I kind of want to see where the heck does this go? Because we are in a shoot now. May as well see if it lands. Sorry dude, if you guys are gonna be shooting at each other anyway, then don't mind me. Just a very, very sneaky, very speedy person. Hey, we snuck one way and now they're kind of distracted. Yep, just passing through. Passing through. And thankfully, all of them decided to go to the bottom level because they're like, this is where the exchange is happening. So you can just really speed pass through with your ass. My ass is class. You know, it's kind of funny because in the tabletop, awe is such a great ability, especially in like chatty settings. But in here, like, presence and shit does a lot less. But at the same time, in the tabletop, the celerity is a lot shittier because it just kind of increases your reflexes, while here it's like full-on time slow-mo. So, to be fair, I am sort of thinking about celerity and presence and awe from V20. And V20 wouldn't have been a thing in 2004. So I don't know if celerity worked the exact same way in the previous editions. As in, at least similarly. Oh, we got Larry's suitcase. Hey, Larry.
Baby girl.
Got the briefcase.
Outstanding. Pass it here, girl. Yeah, that's beautiful. Everything looks in order. Somebody somewhere got to be pissed off about losing this. Too bad I sent my main girl here after him. All right. Let me peel off a few bills for you. I'll just drop this off to the new owner in the morning.
Stats increased, you say?
Big old steak. Not that
Is it
domestic
the stat
stuff
of money?
I'm gonna order up 32 ounces of Kobe beef, the expensive shit. You wanna come? My treat.
Honestly, personally, I would absolutely love to because, well, I'm kind of hungry right now, but it's 4 AM and my husband's asleep and Living room's connected to the kitchen, so no way am I gonna go scouring for it right now. Plus, Kobe beef is like expensive, and as I heard, it's like really mouth-melting. And it's not overcooked, so it's nearly raw, and that's how I like my meat. I like it raw. Sorry, Larry. Already got plans.
You a little pale for me anyway. Say, my girl down at Confession, named Venus Dead. She asking around for someone with skills to... Well, I'll let her tell you. I'll give her a call, recommend you if you're interested.
Yeah.
Man, what you do with all this stuff, I don't want to know. Just keep that cash flowing.
I just want to stock up on my special bullet.
Check it out, step right up.
It's my favorite special bullet. The most special bullet in the whole wide world. Great! Works great against vampires and other living things. Fire in general does that. Well, this tells us that our apartment is the Scribbles. Do you think that that's how they normally like use the whole vampire shit? They just scribble shit? As in, do you think it's normal for vampire apartments to have like no last names or addresses on them? I wanted to burn something. Yay! Apartment 4. And there is our lady. That is just about enough. Makes my room smell like smoke. Just slightly good if I start getting any unpleasant odors from cats. Shit. I always have a couple of wooden sticks that I can just set on fire.
Finally, you're back. I thought maybe something happened to you. I shouldn't even think such a thing. I mean, if you disappeared, how could I go on? But you're here now. I'm so glad when you're near me.
You already burned that blood that I gave you.
Blood? What do you mean?
Fed you my blood that night. That's why you feel so alive.
I didn't mean anything by it. Please, give me your blood.
Don't waste it.
This feeling. It's love. Oh, all I can feel is love for you.
An eye for you, Heather.
Forgot. I got a college loan check today. Here, I want you to take some of the money.
God damn it, the option 3. You can't drop out, darling.
I'd rather you kept it. I think I'm gonna drop out of school. You know, so I can watch over you during the day or run errands for you. It's the least I can do to earn my keep.
I will not take the money, Heather.
Anything for you.
Your neck. I appreciate it. I gave you my blood. I am taking it back now. Like, it's all fine and good. that you kind of have some, but... I mean, you can have mine, but I'm always gonna take it back, because I get hungry very easily, Heather. I mean, my blood just kind of ticks down every 4 minutes. This is cleaned out really efficiently. The bedroom has absolutely no windows. Neither does the toilet. Neither does the living. I am getting really concerned about ventilation in this place.
Did you miss me?
I understand that we're vampires and everything, but when daylight comes on, I'm not gonna be standing in my living room, and you need to ventilate these places or else they start smelling like shit.
Don't let it break your heart. I'm here each and every AM. So
Sunrise.
numbers and just maybe you'll be as lucky as this call.
Stop by my apartment when you get the chance. I'll set you up, Mercurio. Thank you.
Hello, Gray.
Don't touch the butter. The new extreme sport that is sweeping the nation is now on a limited edition DVD. Watch superstars Iron Will McMahon, Brock Dryhands, Hines, and Marjorie Mike Davenport as they use every bit of their restraint in their body. Do not touch the butter. 1 bowl of butter, 2 contestants, 3 judges, and a hell of a lot of willpower. To order, log in to www.don'ttouchthebutter.com, and that's... I don't remember if I checked these.
You're whiling away the evening with the night.
What was the full address? Okay, that was Wayback Machine. I want to see if they ever set up the sites. Because in the newer releases, people do actually set up these sites, but nope, they didn't. Bishop is sacrificed for the king. You are having the oddest kind of friggin' pawn game over there, because I literally have no idea what you're doing or why you're reporting it to me.
Okay.
Hey, we know you botched.
Apologies to all you night owls out there, but this girl's got something she's got to take care of for the next few
What?
months.
Our joint the other night downtown, but we found you and we know where you live. Normally your body would be rotting in a gutter by now, but since you're clearly some kind of pro, we would rather try and cut some deal with you, I see. If you are interested, find this accountant Carl, works next to that same parking garage. And make sure he ain't breathing. We need this quiet though. You do good, we can work something out later. If not, then you best be leaving town.
You the man, isn't it great? I couldn't even believe it. We went out to dinner, and afterwards we started getting busy. I went into the bathroom to take it. I could feel it.
Works next to the same parking garage.
Title change in the toilet bowl.
The Visatrack. For an ordinary drug-enhanced erection, just isn't enough. Common side effects include fainting, tingling in extremities, temporary blindness, deathly pallor, time perception distortions, aggravated bladder syndrome.
Same garage, you say? Okay, this might be like one of the extra quests. Well, no might be about it. I am definitely not doing it until I get my humanity back. Because there's just too much chance that I will absolutely tank my humanity. I don't know where I got Celerity 10 from. I mean Celerity 2. You know what? Fine. Celerity 3, here I come. I do really like Celerity. Okay, so Paul is dead. I just stepped on him.
It's Hannah. Just calling to see how you are. I hope I didn't give you what I've got. I feel like crap. Actually, I need to ask you a favor. Could you pick me up some cold medicine at the store? I hate to bother you, but I can't seem to get out of bed. The code on my door is 1203. Hey, listen, I had a really good time the other
1203. I think this might give me my humanity back, actually. She lived in the top floor is normally expensive, isn't it? She lived a good life. It looks expensive. Oh damn, she got a better joint than I did. That being said, none of these have windows. I am really concerned for their ventilation. I mean, I am kindred. But they're just human.
Paul, is that... Hey! You're not Paul! Who are you? What are you doing in here?
I'm a friend of Paul's. He just wanted me to come and check up on you.
He did? That's so sweet. He's such a nice guy. Is everything okay with him?
Yeah, sure. You sound pretty sick, Hannah. What have you got?
I don't really know. I've taken all kinds of medicine, but I can't seem to get rid of it. I feel like I got a fever and a sore throat. I'm real weak. Can't seem to get out of bed. What day is it? I can't remember.
Sounds pretty bad. Where did you get it? As if people remember where they caught the common cold.
Well, I think I got sick from one of my clients. I was feeling fine until I saw her a few days ago.
Who was this client?
She was just a woman who called. She found my ad in the newspaper. Usually only do business with referrals, you know, but she was offered a lot of money.
Did she tell you her name?
Her name was Jezebel. Jezebel Locke. I'm usually not too good with names, you know, but hers was so strange. I can't seem to get it out of my head.
Oh, she's about to get a fire arrow up her ass, that Jezebel Locke. Where did you meet her?
She had a room at the Empire Hotel. I can't remember the number. Hey, are you sure that Paul's okay? He's not sick, is he?
Paul is just fine, Hannah. Don't worry about him.
Good. He's a nice guy. I hope he calls me again sometime.
I'm sure he will.
I hope so. I really do.
Time for some neck cracking. And there comes my humanity. Whoop whoop. Up, below 6. Appointment book. This is more if I couldn't talk with her. Like if I was an Nosferatu or some shit. Arthur Kilpatrick. Meet Arthur at his place in Santa Monica. Remember to bring the handcuffs and the orange jumpsuit, as he likes to play lockdown at the women's prison. This guy's sick. Oh, he's the sick one. Vandal C. Bring pliers and a blowtorch. What is Vandal into? David Hatter, room 413 at the Lucky Star in Hollywood. He likes the weird umbrella and water balloon thing. Not even gonna try and imagine as any of these look, because it sounds like the kind of objects that you're not supposed to kind of stick into yourself. Downstairs in his room. God, I hate this guy. Oh. Is he like the bottom floor guard person? An honest to God date. I can't believe he asked me out. I'm excited. New client responded to my ad in the paper. She was sweet at the Empire Hotel. I don't know what to think of this one, but there's something about her. Of course there's something about her. She's a vampire, honey. She is indeed a vampire, honey. Ugh, I'm gonna lose some blood over this. But hey, money. Oh, time for the ground floor. There is that very tasty policeman that I haven't completely drained dry yet. I think I can catch a snack. That's okay. That elevator took a while. Hi! Yep, we're just about close enough now. We can't do the extra quest thing. That's to do with the garage. But I am closer to Jezebel Lock right now. Mostly saying that because we got our humanity back, so we can lose a bit again. Completely forgot that this questline actually restores humanity at one point. Hi, do you know where a thing called Jezebel Lock resides?
May I help you? Yes. Miss Locke is one of our more, popular guests. Why do you ask?
Need a key.
I can't do that. It's against hotel policy.
Come on, give me a key and later I'll give you some room service.
I see. Well, in that case, perhaps I can make an exception. Here's the key to her suite. Have a nice evening.
Thank you. Oh, who's this sugar boy? Whoopsie daisy. Not mean to do that in front of her.
Yes. I can't do that. I see.
I want to feed, but didn't really want to violate the masquerade. I just wanted to numb. So, what floor is she on? Let's try 6 for now. I know that the mafia people are in the same building as well. Yeah, this is the mafia people. Five, please. Yeah, this shouldn't be much of a problem.
Oh, yeah. Who do we have here?
Enlightenment, sister.
A little morsel? Have you come for the kind of enlightenment only Jezebel can give?
Oh, yes.
Yes, I am Jezebel. And I have such things to show you, little morsel. Such beautiful, dirty little things. Won't you come into my parlor?
I have a feeling that we're wearing almost the exact same outfit. I'm coming in and Death is coming with me.
Oh, you cannot escape me, little morsel. One way or another, you and I will intertwine our beings on the way into the ninth circle, and I will send you forth, full of the sweet sickness I carry.
So I can end up dead like Hannah and her friends?
Who better than prostitutes to carry the dark gift I bring? Well,
Fun fact, if you want to spread a virus, you kinda need the people with the virus to live.
Yes, I follow the path of the ninth circle. Come and join the enlightened, indulging your animal instincts until both kind and kindred lie spent upon the altar. Desire will be our truth, desire in the death that follows.
You know, it does sound kinda sexy.
Hey, stop right there!
Okay, so first we want to save. He's making the most horrible noises ever. I swear, lady, you have fortitude from where? Presence thingy that's doing that. That fortitude thing. Oh, damn it. For you, it's kind of very important. That gun is like fully locked onto you. You know, the thing is, you also have celerity. Is my celerity winning, or are you just shit at it? I mean, both are the same, but still. There we go. Ah, for someone with a knife, she did some thorough ass kicking. Well, I have special entry right now. Time to hit the zombie den really slowly, because if I am moving fast and I am the one opening the doors, wouldn't it make sense that they swung fast instead of slow? Is that just me? Yeah, thank you. Please let me out. Before I go anywhere though, I kind of do want a snack. Okay, you're far enough. That smoky guy didn't even notice. This place is very convenient if you ask me. Now, if we will be running all the way to the Plague Bearer, we will run past Fat Larry, and if we're running past Fat Larry, we may as well buy more ammunition. At least that is my way of thinking. And it's my way or the highway.
Baby girl, you know I got what you need.
And because I restored my humanity, we may as well deal with Patsy. Because she's just around the corner over here.
I knew.
She is so annoying that I'm just gonna skip her dialogue.
No, come on. It's totally cool.
I'm Patty. Everyone knows me.
Everyone knows.
Who's the lucky someone?
His name is Kent Allen Ryan. He's a toreador. Really good looking, dresses really well, like all Prada usually.
He maybe did. I do know him. I saw him recently.
You are totally awesome. It just goes to show you that you don't have to dress cute or care what you look like to be a cool girl.
Excuse me, Patty. You're talking to a toreador here. Bottom of an abandoned hospital. He's planning a raid there.
Oh, that is totally Kent. He's so like that. I better go find him. He needs my help to do anything. Thanks again.
No problem. I don't really want to talk with the miss that has an issue with the gangsters right now. Well, I spent my humanity again. Need to kind of gain it back again. But Pisha got a snack in exchange for her snack, which I took from her. So all good. Just wanted to repay the woman. And I don't really care about what happens to Patty all that much. I mean, my toreador cares, but I ain't my toreador. Actually, this is the place. About to run past it. Let's hope that celerity and aiming is all that we need.
What's up, sister? You enlightened?
I'm enlightened.
Welcome to the Brotherhood.
Thank you. Hello.
Hey, did you get summoned? You're going upstairs to see the bishop.
Summoned?
You're new to the Brotherhood, huh? Just got enlightened. I've been here a few days. When the bishop wants to see you, you'll be summoned, and then you go up these stairs up to the temple.
This is one heck of a crappy looking temple, just gonna say that.
I don't know. I mean, I hear things, but I haven't been summoned. I had a friend, snuck up there a few days ago, said she saw things, bad things.
I mean, yeah. Zombies are littering the literal floor.
Blood. She said, blood.
I hope it's not Chris's blood.
She saw a few of the summoned, tried to talk to them, but they just stared at her with these blank looks, you know. one of them started reaching for her, and she ran away.
Don't blame her.
Yeah. I know. The bishop said we have to shed our earthly fears on our journey to the ninth circle. But I'm scared to go upstairs. I just want to go home. You know, I want to go home.
Girl, just go home. Won't have to worry about the bishop anymore. So I am very sorry. But really have used that snack. And I suppose if you're summoned, you go through the elevator. Means that you avoid all the zombies. Hey, can we like eat the rat faster, please? Have places to be. Things to do. Okay, so this just leads back out here, I guess. Got it. Ah, so this is like a secret way around, I suppose. Got stuck on a fucking zombie. Maybe if I just lure all of them in here. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Well, not perfect, perfect. We're like a lot of blood down. At least I personally am. Bit of blood back. Could really do with more rats. I hate eating and sped up. That squeak though. We can't need to wait for all of you to kind of crawl in here. At least for one of you to crawl in here. Yeah, that's wide enough.
see you have been enlightened.
It's been an adventure, really.
For something.
I've ran past your door several times.
Well, you have come to the right place, sister. We've got more truth here than we can handle.
Your zombies are making funny noises right now. Who the hell are you?
They call me Bishop Vic, Shepherd of the Damned, your midnight guide through our last days.
Yep, it's definitely crossbow time.
Do you feel it, sister? The curtain being drawn back at last, drawn back by my hand, by the Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle.
Are you the one spreading off this disease?
Disease. Sister, you've got to open your mind. One man's disease is another man's sanctity.
I have to ask, that tattoo on your chest,
these earthly labels.
you like rip out some flesh nightly, or you have that before you got embraced?
Gehenna, Judgment Day, the apocalypse. Oh, again, sister, you are too indoctrinated into the antiquated beliefs of this material world. There is no rhyme or reason, no all-powerful and terrible gods who watch over their children. You talk of disease. What about the disease that you and I both carry? Our flesh remade into nothing more than an abomination, feeding on our brothers and sisters like so many cattle. What god watched over me when that demon tore into my neck and made me into this monster you see before you? No,
the god that thought,
sister,
that's hot.
There is no
that's hot.
god who would tolerate such a thing. And so I've become God.
I mean, I don't know. God tolerates a lot of shit.
Will bring about an end of my
because
own
God is
making,
all.
Until we have all
and all is
journeyed
God.
below into the Ninth Circle.
Understand your feelings of being a vampire, but it's no way to deal with it.
The time for words has come and gone.
You have very unhealthy trauma mechanisms, man.
Last steps together and see
trying to cause the end of the world is not a healthy coping mechanism.
Let the night fall forever on this cursed earth, and let the fruits of my labor bring a long and bloody harvest.
Bring it on. Okay, so first of all, we want to save. Secondly, I think I just shattered the zombie. Thirdly, you are hitting your own zombies. Fourthly, I can see the bullets coming, but I'm too slow to react. How did you hit me from there? Pop your head. Not like that. My blood, I need it. Just gonna say it like that. To be fair, the bullet incoming thing is pretty cool. The fact that I can fucking see it. I feel like I pop a shot and I immediately move. I don't wait to see if it hits or not. Because he would hit me if I did. I swear he's also using celerity, so this is just a really weird fight. You know, if I run out of these, I'll have to switch to shotgun myself, dude. And that would be a much slower way of killing you. I don't think that that is what you want. Get up a bit of blood. I accidentally moved into the path of the bullet. Yay! My ammo. We'll need that. Oh, that's him done. Hooray! Just on my last crossbow bolt as well. Very nice. Switch to my fists. And go fist some people. Okay. Yep, the crossbow is very handy. I do want to hit up our regen cookie because, I mean, we're right in front of him. May as well. That Tremere computer though, it's gonna really bug me. Just the fact that it's there. Hi!
Hello, neonate. How can I be of assistance?
I did a thing.
Of course.
Solve the thing.
You have? Impressive, young one. What exactly was the source of the epidemic?
Blood cult. Headed by a vampire named Bishop Wick. A plague bearer.
Tell me of this so-called bishop.
Honestly looked not too bad. Was a bit kooky. He had a tattoo of his symbol, so I'm kind of wondering when he got that. And he couldn't deal with the embrace very well.
I see. That end may very well be upon us.
But back to business.
I have a debt to pay you for your services.
Yes, you do.
If you so desire,
Give me.
I can give to you a unique talisman
Give
that
stuff.
might be of use in the future. If that does not interest you, I can compensate you with hard currency. You decide.
Item.
A wise decision, neonate. True power lies not in wealth, but in the things it affords you. I hope this object serves you well.
Me too, see ya. You see, it's funny. Ooh. Yep. Thank you. You see, I can see the blood buff duration thing pop up. But from my character's perspective, Maximilian just kind of handed him a keyring and just kind of waved them off. Which probably was very awkward. I hope that this little thing serves you well. Goodbye now. And you're like, what is this even? What do I do with it? Do I eat it? Do I stick it up my butt? What do I do? So many options. Yeah, so I'll hit up the bar while we're here. I mean... yeah, maybe you shouldn't stick it up your butt. Patty problem done.
ghouls ain't nothing but trouble, if you ask me. It's a weakness, pure and simple.
My ghoul's hot, thank you. Blake Bear's dead.
You killed all of them? You? So I guess you want me to thank you or something? Damn it. Thanks, okay? Well, cool for now, but just don't go bragging to everybody about it.
Okay, you're not so bad either. Goodbye.
You know, you just may have an anarch soul. I'll let you chew on that, Cammy. Some of the boys might have overheard our conversation and gotten the impression I've gone soft.
So you're gonna punch a bunny, right?
Strength to keep their mouths shut.
Hey, so you seem resourceful. Why don't you join me in the Camarilla?
You know what I just said about being alright? I take it back. You're as rotten as the rest. Go crawl back in your ivory tower. Handle our own shit.
I'm sorry, pissing people off is great. This is an independent run. I am aligning myself with nobody. You, mister, seem like a possible target. I don't... there was somebody there. Okay. Let's not do that. I see. Thank you, please just stand there and sway. Please stand here and sway. And there we go! What quests do we even have remaining? We kinda need to visit Confession. There's this new quest. And then there's the Facing Sarcophagus in the Natural Museum. I'm trying to remember where the parking garage was. Probably not here, but anyway. We can just kinda loiter in front of this very inconspicuous chantry. It's a smoke machine lava lamp, don't think about it. And as we're loitering in front of here, we are gonna say goodbye for now, folks. Yes, completely inconspicuous. I don't know how often I'm gonna stream this week. I might get a couple more streams in, but I'm not gonna super push myself because I do have quite the workload on my shoulders. So, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you the next time. Bye.